Hello everyone and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So as promised, today we'll start exploring this temple.
I haven't been in here for must be 5, 6 years. Used to be real nice. Bright. Warm.
Yeah.
And there's Wurtan, whatever. He doesn't appear to be doing too great right now. Right, so again, pause if you want to read these things. What happened to you? So what are you doing down here? So yeah, if my country of origin or something would be Eothas, then this would give me additional options here. Now, like when I made my character, I was aware that such things existed, but I had no idea. Like, oh, 5 hours into the game, there will be a really cool and useful thing that I can only get if I have this country of origin or whatever. So I just picked the one that seemed to make the most sense from the stats it gave me. Not from a role-playing perspective and not from a gameplay perspective beyond the stats bonuses. So yeah, I'm sure that there's some optimal thing that you can do to get like the magic sort of obliteration earlier or whatever. Whatever. We'll see these things quite often where we don't meet a certain requirement. Anyway, go on. Sure, I'll find the corpses of the priests.
Just say the word.
Thank you for being very loud. So yeah, we will have... Oh wait, because I gained a new party member. You're a druid. I don't know, maybe go there? Really have no idea. But sure. And we have some spiderlings. Ivory spiderlings. So nothing really to worry about.
You're mine. You should run. You're
So I'll open the letters and stuff that we find in here because they can be quite interesting and they will tell us a little bit about the backstory of what happened here. So we already know, in case you didn't read through the dialogue, that this used to be a temple to this god Eothas, or Eos something, whatever, to this god, who then fell out of favor. That's the whole war thing that we also heard about earlier from our fighter. And yeah, the local lord was then pretty upset and essentially murdered all the priests and sealed the temple, more or less.
Just say the word.
So scorch marks on the furniture. I'll try to explain as good as I can, but it's possible that I myself will be missing some details. Oh look. And the dude who was standing there was one of those illusions that we saw because we're a watcher. Time of hardship, so I guess a sermon that someone was reading before.
Hey.
Why aren't you selected anymore?
Just say the word.
Didn't go down or anything. Bit weird. Anyway. Some camping supplies and an initiate's note. So we can't read much, but we can see something. Visitors to the ritual floor, rectex, blah blah blah. Redemption for those forgot and struck the largest bell first rather than second. So this tells us that something about the bells, and apparently the largest bell first was wrong, and the largest bell second was right. So we know that much. That will come in later on in the dungeon, basically. But don't worry too much about it.
Death to our enemies!
These spiders usually... they did drop something this time. I think the small ones never drop anything.
Leave it to me.
Oh, the nearby crystals, the nearby crystals light the cracked mosaic floor in shades of orange, and at certain angles the metallic symbol beneath your feet gleams gold. Yeah, we're seeing the shape of a man, basically. And so we're again now seeing past memories or past experiences. Yeah, there's apparently people aren't terribly happy. There's some tragedy, I guess, and they're all in this hall. Yeah, and apparently they found strength in their spiritual leader.
Are you feeling unwell? You were behaving a little oddly.
Is that your tactful way of asking if I'm a lunatic? Yeah, it just kind of happens, I guess.
Just say the word.
So yeah, we will eventually find someone to talk to. That's why we're going to that keep. But I want to do
Not a problem.
I want to do this side dungeon first. Well, speaking of, I'm not sure if it's actually a side dungeon. Maybe I actually need to do this. Okay, so Adair. No, attack that. Bear, attack that. Everyone else also gang up on that. Oh, it's already dead.
Yeah.
I had expected that to be a tougher fight, to be honest. Yeah. Obviously we're gonna loot all the things. Monsters of the Deadfire Archipelago, probably. I've never heard that word pronounced in English. Archipelago, possibly. Yeah, feel free to read this, I guess. But there's apparently giant sharks. The largest one that had survivors was 30 feet long. Winding serpents. Attack in small packs. Long sharp hits. Leviathan. Imagine the largest whale you've ever seen. The Leviathan is at least 10 times that size. That's cool. And then there's the Pulpovere. Though I have a massive tentacles. Tentacles along the action curves and small thorny barbs. I'm just reading this for the first time, so don't mind me. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I guess interesting to read. And yeah, with the whole party ganging up on these guys, they don't really last very long, which is nice. We're also approaching a set of level ups on quite a few characters. Not really there yet, but 5,500 out of 6,000, so not too far. We might be able to get there from this dungeon. What have we here? Ooh, a fine sword. Obviously that goes straight to the stash again. I mean, that's fine, really. But it might be an improvement for him. 15 to 22, 14 to 20. But increased accuracy. Yeah, it doesn't really make much difference in terms of damage, and the improved accuracy might be handy from the fine attribute.
Just say the word.
I think that might have been the sword of the guy we met at the entrance.
A simple test. That's settled.
And a mace. Cool. And what we have here? The Great Western Stag. Okay. There, you can pause for the first bit. About there would be the second bit. And that would be the last bit. Okay, and then we have the Book of Verses. Cool. So, yeah. Oh, Skuldra Whelp. And it's dead. Right, we've been through there. Yep, this is the only way we have left to go. Oh, another whelp. We're not currently struggling very much with these enemies. Ooh. Oh, a trap. Well, that wasn't nice. Found a ring of fortitude, of reflex, of will. Might be good for the tank. Right? Fortitude's good, reflex is good, will is not so relevant, but yeah, still. Very nice to have. Ooh, a few more enemies this time around. Still not really anything to worry about. The bear took some damage there, but that's fine. Oh hey, someone to talk to. And again, some background about what happened here. Some lost soul, I guess, who's not moved on yet. So that's what we can see as a watcher. The outline of what appears to be a dwarf. Okay, so this is again a hint for an upcoming puzzle, I believe. We recognize the familiar warped tone of the right hand, which apparently is both the first and the last chime of something. And we also heard that the second one is the largest, the second bell rung is the largest one, apparently, again. You will see what all of that means. For now, just bear it in mind that we have this
Just say the word.
Sort of very minimal information. Sure.
I'm on it.
And I don't think there's anything else in here. Ho ho ho, buried secrets. Okay, so we have to ring some bells here. And we heard that the right hand is the first one to ring. So let's see if that might be the right bell. Strange wobbling peal. That seems to fit with the description we heard. Then let's ring the larger bell because that's the second one. Do the left smaller bell, and then the right smaller bell. And I think we did it right. So there's a quiet melodic chime from all three bells before the discordant voices meet in one powerful rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole of the temple, a driving flood of song that drowns all other thought. As the tolling fades, you hear a creak from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. So that's why that information was relevant that we gathered throughout from that vision and from that piece of paper.
Yeah.
Well, it's strange looking back. All the time I spent here growing up. Never seeing what was coming.
Oh, we've got a shadow. That also doesn't appear to be that tough. Interesting. Wait, this guy has 300 health. Is that normal? Okay, it is fair and normal. I thought... yeah, the endurance numbers are just lower than the health numbers. That... okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Just kind of confused me for a second. Oh, another one. Another two, actually. But yeah, our damage is fine. Ow. Always the same. No, it's not the same, guys.
Yeah.
So you're now maimed because you actually died completely. Fair enough. We get another minor ring of protection, scroll of Minolet's minor missiles, and some jasper.
A simple test. That's settled.
And a fine S-Dog. Right, I think I want to rest to get rid of those wounds. I don't really want that damage bonus. Let's go for damage reduction again. Yeah, apparently something happened. We apparently didn't sleep very well.
Hey. Hey. You're awake? Good. You were kind of thrashing around, eyes rolled back in your head. You were shaking. Trying to snap you out of it for a long time now. I was gonna have to get a bucket of cold water.
Okay.
You don't seem like you get much rest at night. You got those dark circles under your eyes.
Yeah, apparently I'm having weird dreams and whispers.
Well, it's the Watcher thing then. I'm sure it just takes some time to adjust is all. I'll try to let it sort itself out. But you'd better wake up faster next time. Trust me, you don't want that bucket of cold water.
Okay, cool. And this has gotten rid of the maimed effect on our priest. Yeah, kind of nice. Speaking of, I got a second ring of... no, I don't want to craft anything. I got a second ring of protection. Which I think I want to put on... Can you wear a second one? Probably a bit overkill, right? I'm gonna put it on my priest because he keeps dying all the time because he's kind of in close combat.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure let's just open this door. Ooh, a shadow. I'm currently attacking a foe with at least one defense that's much higher than the accuracy of the character attacking it. That's fine. So this is just saying that this guy is very difficult to hit with physical weapons, I guess. So that's why there's a like a warning that I'm not going to be doing much damage with that. But we've already fought these guys more than once, and we know they're not actually all that difficult. Ooh, more shadows. Oh yeah, I wanted to see what spells my my druid can do. Charm beast. Utilize. Okay, I can charm enemy animals in the area of effect. Well, that's not going to work on spirits. I don't think they count as animals. Dancing bolts. That's a fairly large AoE, but it only hits enemies apparently. Okay. Let's cancel that and move you inside here. Wait, you can't. Right, you can't move past my own party members, I guess. Okay, fine. You move in here. Oh, my priest is already down again, for heaven's sake. And now we can use that spell just to see what it does. Not bad. Sure, let's focus this guy. Typical, of course, my priest goes down, he just appears to be struggling a bit. Oops.
Just say the word.
Again. Many traps in here, but we get a cloak of Euthasian priest. Of an Euthasian priest. Will plus 9. Oh, I now have to fight this phantom, which spawned when I guess, did a bit of grave robbing.
Yeah.
But trust me, I have more use for that rope than you, so, you know, bear that in mind. Come on. Oh, I couldn't do that in combat, right? Combat hadn't officially finished yet. Now we should be able to... Nope. Right, okay. I already have the mantle giving fortitude, reflex, and will. That seems more useful. How about you take that? Better than the tattered cloak you had, which did nothing. Except, you know, be there. But yeah, that's all we can do in here. How are you doing? Minor fatigue, severe burn, and frostbite. So you have a severe burn and frostbite. I'm gonna rest again in a second, but I think we can still do a few more encounters in this condition.
Just say the word. You better run. I'm on it.
Okay, we've already been on the other side of that, but I just felt like opening the door anyway. Okay, one shadow just teleported behind us. Speaking of, do I want to transform, or do I want to use a spell? What other spells do I have? Nature's Mark. Cause enemies in the area of effect to glow with pale green light, making them easier targets. Okay, raising max endurance, Sunbeam. So that hits everyone, right? This is not just enemies, okay? Whereas the Dancing Bolt Sting only affects enemies. Talon's Reach, causing slash damage to all in the area of effect. Oh, my priest is down again already. Yeah. Useless, useless, useless. No, I think I just want to turn into a boar. Okay, how about you guys? I can't really see my priest right now. Am I... there. That's a boar. It's a very liberal interpretation of boar. Sort of a were-boar. I can roll with it. It's okay.
Just say the word.
Too long has it been since we made camp.
It's not actually been that long. You just die a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we'll rest now to get rid of those wounds. Okay,
Just
no
say
event
the
this
word.
time.
I can do that.
Do I just
Just
have
say the
no
word.
mechanics in the party whatsoever? I thought I did. 2, 2, 0, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, I apparently don't.
Yeah.
Brave thou shalt not.
You're mine. You better. Yeah.
How close is everyone to leveling up though? Not very.
Just say the word.
So I think combat basically doesn't give very much experience. Ooh, some lesser black oozers.
You better run. You. Just say the word. Can do.
And we get a gleaming silver key. Sure. Possibly that will open the door. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's not nice. Okay. Keeping in mind all the AoEs we can cast, it actually wasn't that bad. And lots of drops this time. These guys often drop nothing, but then this time they were quite nice. Lots of spirit residue.
Just say the word.
I don't really know what that does, but... You know. Got some padded armor, got a crumpled note. So, great healing properties in the temple's bath, apparently. And yeah, this is basically telling us, I guess, about the key that's in there. Which we already found. And an amethyst, cool. And Euthasian Prayer. Again, if you want to, you can pause to read this. I will not. Scroll of Fan of Flames, lockpicks, sure.
Just say the word.
There we go. We have the key. Again, that did not last long.
Brave thou shalt not.
I guess we'll focus on this guy first. In the meantime... how about you guys kind of tank that off to the side there. The rest of us go after the shadow. And we can hit these guys with a bit of AoE. I don't know if arrows really work that well against users, but you know, might as well give it a shot. Right, blast those with another AoE. How are you doing? That's your third thingy. So make some skeletons.
Just say the word.
Not too bad. Some ooze plasma and a
Just say the
turquoise. Okay. So I remember there's a tough fight up here. I'll try it like this once, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll rest to get my druid back up to health. Okay, so I believe I probably want to start with a web, because I think there's something more coming. Well, that was not useful. Okay, you do a heal. Maybe try knocking down the Skuldra King. My druid, what can you do? Oh, nice. I don't know if that did anything, but fair enough.
That's not very helpful.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, it's not too bad. He barely survived, I think.
Leave it to me.
But yeah, that was a fairly tough fight. Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil, +1 resolve. +1 perception. I think I'm just gonna equip this on my main character. Doesn't really look all that great, but you know,
Just say the word.
it's there. And I think now the actual goal of the dungeon is here.
Remind me.
So yeah, I guess this is where the priest died.
I can do that. That's settled.
We found Gaunt's Share, a unique one-handed flail. Convert grace to hit, fine draining. So this is pretty nice. So if you look at the details, it has the 30% of grazes converted to hits, which means Sort of, if I don't quite hit the enemy, sometimes that'll still count as a full hit. And some of the damage I deal is sort of drained to my endurance, which is again sort of like hit points. Which is nice, so definitely good to have. And possibly useful on him. And by the way, I don't know if the party members ever leave our party permanently. So that's a definite decrease in damage. But it is also faster. So let's roll with it. Let's see if that works out. He now has 3 unique items equipped. He's got the Larder Door, the Gaunt's Share, and Saint's War Armor. Although I guess the Larder Door doesn't technically count as unique, it's just got the same icon color.
Just say the word.
2 Moonstones, 5 silver coins, and we can talk to the corpse. Okay, so this is basically telling us what happened. The guy we met at the entrance, he was down here and promised to come back for the priest, but apparently it took him somewhat longer than the priests could have been expected to survive. And yeah, the spirit's apparently still scared, but yeah, can't really do much. And we'll gather the remains. Party gained 726 experience. So, I don't know how the party experience thing works, but I suspect it will get divided among all party members. Possibly. I don't know.
Leave it to me.
Certainly I don't think everyone gets that sort of amount. Yeah. Tooth marks from the bowl, so the priests were locked in here, so this thing, the vault only opens from the outside, basically. And I guess they slowly starved to death and sort of started killing each other and then dying, and yeah, not necessarily a good way to go, by the sounds of it. And now I can use these staircases here, or this staircase, or these stairs, or whatever. Either it's a singular staircase or it's stairs plural, but it's not staircases. That doesn't make much sense. And basically that allows us to open that door.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
Well, cool. So because we have him here, can now maybe tell us a bit about this. So when I went here the first time around, I didn't have him in the party yet, so I could only snuff a candle. What's this all for?
Redemption. They got this whole rite for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then you come out into this room and you uncover your eyes again and everyone's there to greet you. All your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life. The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
Okay, so maybe we shouldn't snuff any of those candles.
Just say the word.
I think I did the first time
Those
round.
candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
Yeah, it is weird. It has been years, I think. Okay, you. You've got some splaining to do.
Hello.
Something you're nervous about? Yeah, you lied to me. Sadly, I don't have resolve or might high enough. But anyway, perception 12. You're very nervous for an honest man. Something weighing on your conscience, maybe? That place is full of shadows, spirits of those you killed. He didn't really kill them, he just kind of left them to die. Potato, potato, I know, but still. So you worked for Raedric? Alright, so like the way he tells it, at least we don't know if it's true or not. But he told them to hide, and basically he was waiting for it to blow over. It's, you know, like a few days, and then the guards are gone, and you know, at night they can all sneak out. But apparently the temple was sealed, which he wasn't planning for, and yeah, couldn't get back in, kind of thing. Yeah, you could have spoken up. Yeah. I don't know if this is technically the right decision, quote unquote, but he seems to just be a bit of a coward. And yeah, at least bury the bones and stop being such a dick. And hey, level ups all around. That's a good thing to end the episode on. So let's spend those level ups. We have reached level 4. So definitely survival. Mechanics seems useful, and let's leave it at that. No new class unlocks. Oh, that's a shame. But we do get a talent. Wait, why do I now have these options? I don't think I had those before. Is it because of the DLC thing that I installed? But I think I just want to increase the accuracy of my wounding shot. That seems like a good idea. I use that quite a bit. And I guess those talents aren't unique to the druid as I thought. at first. It seems more like a change to the game, which I suspect comes from the fact that I got the DLC installed. Maybe that's what that is. Level 4 wizard, well, lore of course. Oh, spells, level 2 spells, you can get some of those now. Ray of Fire. Okay, it's a scorching ray of flame between the caster and the target. Okay, that's cool. And foe AoE blinded for 26 seconds. That's also useful. Let's just go with those. Wait, what is combusting wounds? AoE burn. Okay, so each time the enemies hit or take damage, they also get some burn damage on top of that. And draining corrode damages endurance. Well, he doesn't usually need that much healing because he's in the back of the party, so I'll go for Curse of Blackened Sight. The Ray of Fire thing. He already has some damage options, so maybe the crowd control is more useful, blinding the enemies. Yeah, maybe that's good. And talent. Bonus first level spell? That might actually be not too bad. Penetrating blast. That's hard. Let's go for penetrating blast, why not? Blast is his it's not this. I thought this was blast. Oh well. Perhaps we've just wasted that talent. You get bonus athletics. That seems good to have. It seems good to specialize, not to spread points out too much. Bonus knockdown, meaning I get an additional use of knockdown. That would be good. I use that quite a bit. So, sure. Auto weapon focus. Just increasing accuracy. No, I think I'll go for bonus knockdown. And finally no, not finally. The druids, what do you have? A bit of lore and some mechanics. I do want mechanics, but I also want lore, so perhaps scrolls come in handy for a priest. I just don't know. But he had high lore to begin with, so +2 from priest, +2 from clergyman. Seems like that's an important thing for him. Brilliant Radiance. So this makes the Radiance also do damage to non-vessel enemies now. What else do we get? Interdiction. 1 per encounter. AoE Dazed. Dazing enemies in the area of effect. Accuracy bonus with swords and, I guess, rifles. And a lesser burst of summer flame thing. That doesn't seem all that useful. Modifies Holy Radiance. So I get less healing, but I get a nice boost to my own stats when I use it. I don't think I want that. Inspiring Radiance. No, I think Brilliant Radiance. No, I think we'll focus him on the buffs. So. Inspiring Radiance. And finally our Chanter. Oh, you also have high lore. Well, we'll definitely push that higher. Okay, invocation. So these are the bits that we can put into the chants. The phrases, kind of. No, these are not that. Sorry, those are the actual spells I use from like once I have gotten 3 phrases. Right? Sorry, that was completely wrong. You can summon a phantom, but I don't know how useful that is. I think the skeletons are probably more useful because there's more of them, so I can use them as sort of cannon fodder. -5 damage reduction, so I make the enemies more susceptible to damage. That's not bad. Increases slash and shock damage reductions. That's a bit specific. Shock damage to enemies. And causes a nearby downed enemy to explode, expelling 3 white grubs and crushing nearby enemies. Yeah, I think the minus damage reduction seems the most useful there. And for talents, increasing ancient memories healing capacity. So I guess this is, while I'm chanting, I do a bit of healing. And I can improve that using the beloved spirits. So why not? Let's go for that. Oh, I also got a brisk recitation passive, which allows me to chant my phrases more quickly. Alright. But that's really all I wanted to do for today. I think it's definitely been long enough. So I'm going to go rest and sell some stuff. I don't think it's very interesting doing that on camera. I'm not going to buy anything interesting. But, you know, just going through all of the random items I found and selling those. And resting up. And then next time we'll go and, yeah, tackle that fort that we found, or the keep. So I hope you enjoyed. It's been a bit of a longer episode, but as I said, I'm not going to pay too much attention to video length for this game. Yeah, so have a good night. Bye-bye.